Okay, so what you're seeing right now, these lines and shaded area on my chart is simply the Forex session indicator. Here's how to look for it. You go to indicators tab and you just type Forex session. Then you click this one by Chris Moody, right? If you click on it and you'll get what I see on my chart, right? It may be slightly different because I applied some settings to it, but let me share with you my settings and let me explain to you. So over here are all the different checkboxes for the different trading session. For example, New York Open, right? This one over here, I check it. New York Session On, I check it. A New York Close, I leave it off. And let me explain what it represents on the chart. So let's use the European Session 1 for example. So Euro Open On. So this means that it will show you on the chart using solid line where is the start of the European Open. So if you see I off this, okay, the line should be gone, right? I'm not sure why this is still here. It should be gone, right? So let me turn on the line and you can see the difference, right? Euro Session On. Okay, this one. This is the blue line. Okay, so this blue line represents the open of the European session. So, when European Open, when you see the blue line appears, it should tell you that, this is the start of the European session. And Euro Session On, what is this? This is simply the blue shaded area on your chart that shows you the entire European session from start to finish. So if you see I uncheck it, it will remove the blue shaded area. Okay, so let me on this again. You can see the difference. Okay, so from here all the way to here is basically the European session. This is the start. This is the closing. And of course, I could have the closing on as well to show as another line on the chart. Not sure why it's not reflecting. Right, by right, there should be another line. Okay, but I try not to have the open and close together because if not, your chart will be cluttered with so many lines and it's going to get confusing. So this is the settings I use, right? Just the New York Open On, New York Session On, Aussie Close. Don't really need this, right? Aussie Open. I don't really need the Aussie because it's usually a low volatile markets during this session. So I usually don't even have it on. Just the Asian, the New York, and the European. Okay, so it should look like this. And if you want to change the colors, just go to style and you can just change the respective color you want. So here's how you can, interpret this. So it's very simple. Every time you open your chart, you see this. This tells you that this is the start of the Asian session. From here all the way to here is the close of the Asian session. You might be wondering, hey Rayner, why is this portion the color slightly different? Well, it's quite simple actually, because from here is the European session open. So from here to here is basically the European and Asian overlap. So this is why you have a slight difference in color. Okay, and this one over here is the New York session open. So from here all the way to here is basically the overlap between the European and New York session open. So usually this period over here, okay, tends to be more volatile because it is the overlap between the European and New York session. So you can see usually the candles are larger in size. The move is more volatile, right? You can see this one's relatively small. This one is volatile. This one is volatile as well. So largely depends on your currency pair, but most currency pairs are very active during the European and New York overlap session. Okay, so this is how you use the Forex session indicator. I would say it's really useful for shorter term traders because it will show you, what time each session open, right? What time it closes. The chart will highlight to you what session you're currently in right now. Like for example, we are during the Asian session right now. You can see clearly because of the background color of this chart. So this is a very handy tool, right? Especially to know the Forex section that you're currently trading. And on top of it, right, if you want to do some, manual backtest work, it's pretty easy as well, right? Because the chart already highlights to you the different sessions. So maybe, your strategy only is supposed to be executed during the Asian session. So you can just scroll back and just focus on this portion of the chart over here because this is only the Asian session. This portion here, this is the Asian session, this is the Asian session, and this is the Asian session. So it's very easy to, test your strategy in specific trading sessions only. Right, so this is another benefit of using this tool. So with that, right, I have come to the end of this video. If you have any feedback, comments, just feel free to leave it below and I'll get back to you. And also, if you have enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe and hit the like button and I would really appreciate it. So with that, I wish you good luck and good trading and I'll talk to you soon.